Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PDAC 2024 here from Toronto and Commodity TV for you. It's day 2, and day 2 is ending here with an update from Century Lithium, and we have Spiros Cacos here, the Vice President Investor Relations. Spiros, pleasure.
Pleasure. How are you?
I'm fine.
Always
Hope you
good
too.
to see you. Always good to see you.
Always good to see you. It's fantastic. And Century Lithium, interesting company, I must say. I mean, the lithium market was not really in our, let's say, favor and reception the last months, but important is your project is outstanding. It's fantastic. Can you please remind us shortly on your project?
Sure. But before, I just want to talk a little bit about the prices. We saw the price of lithium, as you correctly said, did have a pullback. I really want to stress that it is a spot price of lithium that's been volatile. It's always been volatile. We saw it back in 2021 to 22 shoot up to like 70 or 80,000, right? Which was really unrealistic. And then we're seeing it go drop down to 11,000, 12,000, which too was unrealistic as well. So it's a very volatile market. But remember, long-term prices for lithium, contractual long-term prices remain and have remained solid between 22 to 30,000. Roughly in a range, right? Remember, Lithium America did their feasibility study at 24,000. I believe Standard just did announce theirs recently at 30,000. So you're seeing things about 24, 25, as low as 22, as high as 30. And that's consistent. So we need to kind of stay not to focus too much on the spot price. But spot prices do offer an opportunity for people who have yet to come into the market, because we've all taken a step back in our share prices, to kind of reassess who's who in the market, who's got capital, who's got an advanced project, and then they're able to take an entry position at that point, right?
Absolutely.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about your project, because it looks really fantastic. It's a lithium clay project, so it's different to brine and hard rock, of course. But I think the outstanding thing is that within the next probably 4 weeks, you will bring out your feasibility study. Right?
So we're Century Lithium as the Clayton Valley Lithium Project, as you know. That project itself is it's a large project. I believe it's the third largest lithium deposit in the United States. It's the third most advanced project in the state of Nevada, and one of the top 5 most advanced pre-permitted projects in the United States. So it's a huge project, right? We are in Clayton Valley. That's in central Nevada. Water is essential.
That's super important.
We do have water rights. We acquired that going back now 2 years ago. We acquired water rights, so we do have enough water to operate our project at running it at 15,000 tons per day to produce roughly 30,000 tons of lithium carbonate per year. Right?
Okay, fantastic. I think another outstanding factor is that you have a pilot plant, and pilot plant sounds always like, that's a little bit itty bitty weeny plant.
I like to call it the lithium extraction facility.
Yeah, exactly, and more like a toy, and it's more like a playground. We do something there. No, for you it's different, because this is already, I would say, towards an industrial scale, meaning you have reality in there, right?
It's true. That's true. It's a good point you bring out. So it is, I believe, the largest lithium pilot plant in the United States, maybe North America. We are not operating at producing, say, results at a lab scale. We're really running it at a ton per day, and successfully have produced, battery grade.
That's an important thing.
Oh yeah. We've done it multiple times now. We're working with Koch Technologies with using LiPro DLE, and which has helped us with the direct lithium extraction process, and which is really, we have a recovery rate of 99.5%, which is good, and the system works very, very well
and stable.
And again, not at lab scale. We're running it really at a pre-production level, right, at a ton a day.
Okay, super. So let's assume feasibility study, which I think will be positive. What would be next steps?
Well, that's the key. The feasibility study comes out and really unlocks multiple doors for us. The first thing it'll do is, one of the key things is, we can take the feasibility study and begin to complete our plan of operations and begin the permitting process. And permitting process in Nevada, in the area of Nevada where we are, the Fraser Institute has called it the best place in the world to permit a mine. And remember, we are adjacent to the only lithium producing project in the United States. That's Albemarle's Silver Peak operation. So that's a 2-year process for our permits to kind of start. So that will kickstart right away. Number two, we're able to formally apply to the Department of Energy, the DOE, for federal grants and loans. They can supply. They're able to finance your project up to as high as I think it's about 80% of your capital expenditures they can pay, right?
Wow.
So it's like up to 80%, not 80, that's up to. So it could be 40, it could be 50, it could be 60, it could be 70.
Which would help a lot, I would say.
It helps, yeah. It all depends on who your partner is and how, if you're working with an OEM or not, right? That it makes a difference. But that process kickstarts right away. So there's going to be and then of course, last thing, and then at the same time, we are going to be and are actively looking for a strategic partner. Right. And that means for people who don't know, it's like we're not looking to have the company kind of buy out of shares a whole bunch of stock and dilute the company. We're looking for somebody to come in and make the investment at the project level. So keep dilution at a minimal. You don't dilute the project at all. They'll walk away with 40 to 50% of the project, and then we'll help and pay for 40 to 50% of the capital expenditures to bring it forward. Right?
Okay, super. What would be a realistic time frame? Just speculating a bit, this could be in production, assuming things go the nice way.
Let's just say, and we're gonna assume a strategic partner comes in, et cetera, right? So, from the time scale you're looking at, if you kickstart your permitting, say in 2024, so count 2 years for that. That's 2026. Then you got a year to do your financings, right? So, and then construction, that's 2027. So your construction will start into production 2028, right? 27, 28. 28 would be your first production. And we're probably, the feasibility study will show this up, but we're most likely going to be scaling it up. Right. So, make sure that it works, let's say at 5 tons, per day, and then ramp it up to 10,000, from 5,000 to 10,000 tons, and then move it over to 15,000 tons. Right.
Okay, super. And the good thing is you have all your customers in front of your gate, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of use. We have to remember that, and we talked about this before. 80% of the world's lithium is owned directly or indirectly by the Chinese, who consume 85% of the world's lithium. So we saw in 2023 the Chinese economy started to shrink a little bit, meaning if their economy is going down, they're going to spend less on cars, less on electric vehicles. So right away the price, the spot price, which is quoted in China, dropped dramatically. Right. So. Yeah, that's what happens.
That's right. Absolutely. No, but I would say you're on a fantastic path.
Great. Yeah,
right.
Thank you.
That looks really good. So please keep it going, because the world needs lithium, especially the US.
The US and Canada. We're currently are dependent on foreign energy at this time. And we got to make sure that the US and Canada are 100% independent on foreign energy. We have to be completely independent on that, being able to supply our own backyard.
Fantastic. Okay. Spiros, thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, Johan.
Super. Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there was Spiros Cacos from Century Lithium, the Vice President of Investor Relations. Yeah, you heard it. This is a fantastic lithium project here for the future. Within the next 4 years, there should be then a US-based lithium production. That's exactly what the car industry needs, what the electric vehicles need, but also the battery producers inside the US. And you don't want to be dependent all the time on China. And with that company, this can be really part of the solution. So I suggest you check out the company. Stay tuned. 4 weeks approximately will be the feasibility study out. So bye-bye from Toronto. Bye-bye from PDAC 2024.